It all began, again, on the shores of a remote island where the captain and his pips swam. Just a few more pulls, you lazy crew. We're almost there. My back is killing me. Well, don't worry. Plenty of other things are going to be killing you quite soon if this is like any of our other villages. Oh, what a brave, foolish, foolhardy man. He had convinced a few fishermen to join him on the journey. This is it. This is the place I've been searching for. We must stay here and make our new home. And thus, the tale of the cursed captain continues. Hello everyone, and welcome to what hopefully is not going to be another cursed island, but considering the last 3 of our villages have been lost to the struggles of the hard difficulty and trying to fight back against the spirits of the land, I have to say, the odds may not be in our favor. However, it is quite hopeful that all of the lessons that we have learned from the sacrifice of the many villages before us will be able to benefit our village now. So we are beginning with the captain again, since we did have 2 runs with the shaman that both ended poorly. And now we are going to carry on with the captain once more, now that we have a bit of a better idea of what he can do. And it already looks like this new land is going to be different than any other land we have ever had in our villages before. Because I saw strawberries. I don't know if you guys saw strawberries, but I saw strawberries, and I'm pretty excited about that. So I kind of want to go see what they're doing. But they started working right away, using the skills they had honed on the seas to create a thriving community on land. Well, ambitious those statements, and yet here we are. So welcome back, my friends. I have no idea if we're going to survive. I have no idea what we could actually reach, what we could study. Everything about this island looks immediately a lot harder than any of the other islands that we had. I kind of miss our old island. At least we had a few things there. Not sure about the things we might have here. The fish are not nearly as numerous. That alone makes the soul weep. And we do happen to have some fruit here. There are some fish over here at least, so that's good. The problem is if you overfish your areas. Okay, there's a lot of fish over here, so we'll probably go ahead. A lot of fish! I'll probably have them build planks up here, and we'll have like a whole community of fishermen up top. That's probably going to be a really good idea. We want to try to spread out so we can at least reach some of the other spots too. And the reason being, that way, if they happen to have some wonderful, delicious berries, we can throw buoys down and we can go collect them before we all die of starvation or disease. Or in the recent case of the tragedies that have befallen us, repeated times of starvation, death, doom, struggle, strife. Before we put down the lighthouse, oh, that's also, I haven't told you guys the name of the island. So, I will announce it after we check out the research tree to see what we happen to have. So if we want water, we need a mountain spring. We have no idea what kind of fruits or foods we could unlock with some of our crops until we get the field collector. Whew, okay, so that's going to be important. And then we can have a rabbit hutch. And it looks like we have got a barbecue this time. So the barbecue does not give us nearly as many fish, which makes me so sad, as the campfire does. So we might want to consider possibly raising our own animals, since we are going to really want to have, oh, can I not have chickens? I don't know if I can have chickens. That will be sad. But we might need to consider raising our own animals for food or throwing ourselves behind cultivating. Oh, and we might want to really throw ourselves behind cultivating because we need to make grog, believe it or not, if we want to have a healer. At least that's how it was last time. We'll have to see this time. All right. And if we wish to warm ourselves, then we're going to need lanterns. To cool ourselves, we will need fans. To be able to go ahead and take care of each other, we need the meeting points. And I highly suspect that some of the education spots, remedy rug, which needs hemp, large study. We unlocked a new building! Cool! With more space to think about their theories, the pips could be much more productive, walking back and forth to fuel their ideas. It requires a dwelling within 1 and town center within 2. Oof, so we gotta leave room for a large study, but I don't even have a study. Some pips insisted that they'd be much more helpful if they thought very, very hard. I doubted them, but they were useless otherwise, so we left them alone. Is that our new research spot? Whoa, so study is our new research spot, followed by large study. Oh, that's gonna really slow us down if they all have to be within town center and a dwelling. But town center is a dwelling, isn't it? Huh. But I guess they have to be within 1 of a dwelling. I see. We have the paper maker again. We have this time the altar if we want to get some of the nature essence. And I'm pretty sure that one of these healers would be the grog apothecary. So we might want to make sure that we can get that. We're going to need hemp for so many things too. So construction, the buoy. We want to get that large buoy ASAP. The warehouse, the wood stack, the stone workbench. We got to remember sometimes the workbenches for tools are different too. Okay, there we have it. That's going to be what we got. And we're going to want a lot of wood as quickly as possible. So I think first things first, we're going to have a lot of thinkers. We're going to have a lot of wood. We're going to have, okay, buoys also need like stone. So we're going to have small buoys for a little while. Okay, actually the first thing should probably be naming this island and picking where we're going to go. Knowing that the thinkers are going to need their thoughts shared, we shall go ahead and we shall put Town Hall right here. It will be difficult indeed to be able to work our way over to other locations, but we're going to need the berries, the fruit, and then we're frantically going to need some fish. So I'm tempted, yeah, the best place to do that, how would this be 5 pips? Wow, really? Our town hall gets a boost if we're next to the ocean? What? I'll take an extra pip for being a little higher up. Are you kidding? Okay, well that's also fitting because, my friends, the name of this new island is going to be none other than The Last Light. Based off of one of my absolute favorite stories ever, and also the fact that we are here on the edge of this island as castaways ourselves. And the last light is kind of like the lighthouse that we have waiting for us at what will hopefully be the edge of the world, where we can stand as well examples of hope for the future. And while we still have plenty of hard bread, we're going to actually welcome in a new little pipling, like immediately. Oh, cool. So these strawberries, we get 4 strawberries and a seed when we harvest from them. That could be quite interesting. But I think what I want to do is maybe build a buoy first. What could be a good idea for how to reach different areas? I would love to be able to access more strawberries and berries as a whole. We might have to build buoys in a little chain down here. But I think getting to the fish is going to be goal number 1. So I think, and then maybe getting over here? Probably here, or maybe here. Yeah, we'll do here for now. So we definitely want a buoy put in, and I do want to put down a large plank there, but the most important thing we can do is get a study going. A dwelling within 1, town center within 2. We need to go ahead and we need to research and think about what the future of our little island may be, since it is the lack of thinking, in my humble opinion, that has doomed us so many times before. So, without further ado, let us begin the story of the Island of Last Light, which hopes to be the last light of hope in a string of disastrous stories that have killed off A lot of our patrons. Sorry about that, guys. Maybe we should give you guys like some sort of special tag or something in our Discord. Maybe like if you survived, you can get one of the little survival like titles, and if you didn't, well, you can be part of the ghostly crew. What do you think about that? All right, let's do this. I'm trying to feel super optimistic about all this. I'm trying to be like, oh yeah, we're gonna totally pull this off. It's absolutely gonna happen. We're gonna grow our little place. We're gonna like get some houses down. We're going to make sure that like the villagers are taken care of. And the next thing, I mean, we're already lucky that we could get another bonus baby. I don't know why. Like if we build the houses up against the ocean, does that happen? Because I'll take that. But, phew, okay. Let's begin properly with, I mean, what do you do when, like, you have a maiden voyage of a ship? You, like, break some apple juice over it or whatever? Well, for the maiden voyage of this little island trying to survive, let us bequeath upon them what will hopefully finally be, the lucky names of the patrons who make all of these adventures possible. Because I'm sure eventually... Look, a clock is like right twice a day, you know what I mean? So eventually our luck needs to pan out. So, welcome to Hannah Forever, who was on the cusp of being born in the last doomed village, and you managed to survive literally by virtue of the tiny piplings not making it. So, thankfully, this reincarnation of yourself just may make it, along with trebling times. Oh, trebling Tim. Oh my gosh. Trebling. Okay, let's see. Treble times. How about we do that? Because I like that a lot. Because this is, you could say this is trebling times. But welcome to both of you, who will also be here alongside with Guivani. Hang on. Guivani? Okay, let's see. Guivani, Elf, and then Eifer? Okay, Elf Eve. Oh, that's really cute, actually. So you two have come to join us. Oh, those are their ages. Cool. Wait, can Pips die of old age? I don't think that's going to be a problem for us. Alas. And then we have Aslan Rules. Aslan Rules, welcome. I remember when you were in some of our other towns. Hopefully this goes better. And then we have Space Vin Dance. Welcome back. Welcome. I remember when you too were in some of our other doomed villages, and I only hope for the best for you from here on out. Trust me. All right. Now that that has been accomplished, we still have a couple days of food to sort of lean on. And we are going to want a lot of food before we really start having a ton of piplings. Can I put a pier over here and reach those fish? Because if so, that blew my mind. On the other hand, if I put it here, all three of these fish will be... Well, you know what? I'm gonna... Oh my gosh. Really? That blew my mind. I don't know why I didn't realize that before. Oh. That changes a lot of things. Oh. Okay. Huh. Wow. Wow. If we can just walk out there on a pier, that makes getting the fish and maybe some of the other resources a lot easier. If I don't need to have paths, I just need to have buoys leading us to the next locations. Is that what you're telling me? Because if so, we might be able to really make something of this. Just saying. Maybe. I mean, okay, there are some strawberries kind of close to us that we could reach for, but we probably, if we're going to use the wood on anything, should use the wood on adding a new cabin to here. You get an extra pipling if you're by the sea? Like, where does anything tell you about that? Is it just like something about the captain himself? Like, Captain, what the heck? Does it say anything anywhere about that? Terrain, the island, knew more about the 7 seas. It doesn't, as far as I'm aware. But I am... I'm mildly aghast, because if that was the case the entire time, we could have had quite a different village compared to what we did. So, huh. Also, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a dwelling over here, because if we're going to surround Town Hall with, like, studies and research studies, we're going to want to make sure we get the most out of that. But all right, there we have it. Little Space Vendates has been welcomed into the village. We have Gwenny Elf, who is currently studying the ways of getting more wood faster. Speaking of the wood, we have a wood stack being added in. Excellent, excellent. Soon we will need to feed ourselves, but I really hope we can get some fish sooner than later. The sooner part might be a little tricky, considering, you know, the fact that we're kind of going to need to make sure we have a fisher, and that's going to take a minute. Not going to lie, that's going to take a goodly minute. And you know what? We still have a bit of food, so let's work on getting that wood, because I want to have everybody studying anytime we have enough food to make that happen. And we probably should hold off on making the village expand. Oh, what's this? Until after we like, aw. No way, Space. Did you just have well wishes? That's adorable. The itty bitty baby trying to provide hope with good wishes to our villagers. We also need to make sure that we're really getting to move on with some of the resource things too. Because who knows before the spirit, like when the spirits of the land are really going to start being a bit of a pickle. We're going to run out of food today, but somebody can feed everyone by gathering berries tomorrow. So let us add in another study next to Gwynelf, because if anything did doom our village last time, it may have been the fact that we couldn't string thoughts together into any kind of anything. And I feel like our own lack of knowledge is what doomed us before. And we're not gonna let that happen again. Are you kidding? I can just build a deck out in the middle of nowhere? I guess that makes sense as a peer, but I would like to state, what the heck? Also, Aslan Rules, thank you for gathering these blue of the berries. And meanwhile, like Troubling Times, I love those strawberries. I don't know how long strawberries last for though. Maybe I should be gathering those. But really, I want to put more thought into thinking. And then Space Vendace actually grows up tomorrow. Troubling Time, can you build a fishing post? Oh my gosh, you can build a fishing post here. Mind blown. Because that already, the land of last light is providing us with deeply valuable insights that just may help us change everything about the future of this small island. Especially, is that a kiss out of nowhere? Oh my good word. Especially when the crew really seems to be getting along. Oh, what a delightfully charming start to what is hopefully not going to end up being some sort of terrifying, cursed, doomed death island again. And Hannah and Aslan Rules, feeling romantic and infatuated with one another. Excellent. Thanks for providing me some hope. I'm gonna need it. Oh, hey, and Space Vendace just grew up. Woo! But all right, my friends. The beginning of our little village actually seems to be coming together a lot neater than I was expecting. I'm pretty proud of everyone. And soon we'll even have a little fishing hut put up. Not that that is going to help us if we don't have some way to cook it. And we don't have any way to cook it just yet. So we go full circle yet again. But all right, thank you all so much for joining us on yet another interesting, hopefully less painful adventure than last time. And if you'd like to join us on this and many, many more adventures, well, I ask you to really make sure, because you may not know what your fate could be. But isn't that the story of everything, eh? I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.